Hi, my name is Sean Martin and this is my OpenGL graphics assignment for Trinity College. So let's get it loaded up from Visual Studio. I have a mechanical keyboard and mouse, I'm sorry if they are loud. So here is a cow and he has a hat and four shoes. The four shoes are hierarchical, so the cow and his hat are actually one model and they are the root of the hierarchy with the four shoes as children. So you can rotate them around, so let's just do it in the X, do it in the Y, and do it in the Z. You can transform him in the same axis I just mentioned. Move him back in the Z, forward in the Z, back in the Z. And he can also be scaled, both uniformly and non-uniformly. So there's some uniform scaling. And let's show some non-uniform scaling in the X, for example. Making him, a bit like a squished frog or something. This view in the front is a first person view, so let's try and rectify this frog look slightly. That's a bit better. So this can be moved around a bit like you are walking in the scene. You can move forward and back, left, right, and you can also look up, down, left, right. The view in the top right corner is an orthographic projection, a top-down view. That doesn't move with your first-person perspective projection view. It only moves with the model itself. So, as you can see in the top right corner, now it's moving because I'm moving the model around. Just to show, let's get him facing upwards. So he's now looking up into your top-down view. And I will show how the lighting works in the fragment shader. I'll just quit this again because he looks a bit odd because of the uniform scaling, but the lighting does actually behave correctly under non-uniform scaling. It's kind of hard to tell because he looks a bit silly, but the light, by the way, is in front of the screen. It's at 0 on the X, 0 on the Y, and positive 10 on the Z. So that specular is on his face because of that. Let's get him started up again. That I lose that uniform scaling. Okay, a bit easier to see what's going on now. So this is the fragment shader where the lighting is implemented. And basically the lighting takes in the position from the light, the specular, the diffuse, and the ambient colors of the light, and similar to the specular, diffuse, and ambient colors of the material itself. The diffuse of the material is, the reason this is commented is because now it's a uniform being taken in by the program so that they can have different colors. And you also take in the normals and the positions so you can determine how the light should look. Excuse me. So just as an example, this hat here has a black diffuse color. So really it's getting its main color from this maroon ambience. The specular is still there. So let's just get rid of the maroon ambience and just completely wipe it out so we can see the effect that has. So as I said, the hat is now black. It's still got the specular. The cow itself has also lost some of its kind of reddy hues. Looks a bit different now. And we could do that similarly with any of the other things in here with the specular or the diffuse, but this just demonstrate that change. So that's really the program. Let's roughly show the code we used here. So this is the main file, and it mostly handles the actual rendering and updating of the scene, initializing things. The first thing is the shader loader file. So that reads in the fragment shader, the vertex shader, gets them going, gets the program going. And then the model loader, which is using async, that reads in the scenes from the OBJ files and sets up for each OBJ file a VBO and a VAO. And the VBO is just indices, so that you can share vertices, and the VAO that will hold the normals, the points and the normals. The camera, those were for the kind of first person view where you could move forward and back and look up and down. And then finally the model matrix transformations, that was how you could move around the root of the hierarchy. The cow with his hat and the shoes would follow suit. So that is really the brunt of the code. I'd like to show where I got the models from. I got them from TurboSquid. It's pretty cool. I could have made them myself in Max or something, but they would not have looked very good. So these are the Converse. I didn't actually take in both the Converse, just the right Converse there, which is the left one you put in your foot. And this is the cow and his hat. The cow and the hat were two separate ones, and I took them together in Max. The shoes are hierarchically transformed onto the cow in the actual C++ OpenGL program itself. So just wanted to show the models.